Yo, what's going on, y'all? It's Cone. The Oklahoma City Thunder are one win away from an NBA title. You can probably hear it in my voice. It is gone. I was at the game. Loudest I've ever heard Paycom Center, and it's the biggest win in Thunder history. The Thunder had never been even 2 wins away from a championship. They're now 1 win away. You close out either Game 6 on the road or Game 7 at home. You've got an NBA title in Oklahoma City for the very first time, and it really was contributions from everybody in this game. But I gotta start off with the hero of this game, Jalen Williams. Jada went out there and had not just one of the best performances of his career, I mean, definitively, when you consider the stakes, the best performance he has ever had. He had one of the most historic finals performances really ever when you consider a 23-year-old dropping 40 points in a pivotal Game 5. Like, that's almost unheard of. And for him to go out there and do it after all the ridicule he's gotten throughout this season, throughout this playoff run, so many people saying, I like the Thunder, but they can't win with J-Dub as their second option. They can't get it done. Why was he an All-Star? Why was he an All-NBA player? Because he's done stuff like this. When the Thunder need him most on either end, Dub was also deservingly All-Defensive team. And there were people, when he was named All-Defensive All-Star, All-NBA, I tweeted out those 3 accolades, and there were many comments on that post and quote tweets saying, the NBA's ruined. How is a guy like this getting all these accolades? Because he's one of the most special young players in the entire sport. And I hope now on this national global stage, people are realizing it. The final stat line that Dub dropped: 40 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal, just 1 turnover on 56% shooting, 3 of 5 from 3, 9 of 12 from the line. Really no mistakes at all from Jalen Williams. Anytime the Pacers battle back, partly because Teach McConnell, maybe the scariest player I've ever seen play basketball in that third quarter. I'll talk about the Pacers in a bit, but they were fighting back. They brought it to within 2, and Dub immediately hits a 3. Anytime the Pacers try to build momentum and bring this thing back, Dub responded every single time. Shai was playing really well, but he started to really defer and let Dub cook, and that was huge. I mean, the both of them had one of the best finals duo performances we've ever seen. Shai ends up dropping 31 points, 2 rebounds, 10 assists, 2 steals, 4 blocks, 6 stocks. Shai was unbelievable, specifically on that defensive end. And there's been a lot of people talking about, oh, Shai's not this real defender. The Pacers can go at him. In this game, partially because Dub was so good on the offensive end, Shai was able to exert a lot more energy on the defensive end, and that led to him being locked down, clamping up left and right. Dub, of course, still playing great defense, but the amount of tough buckets, tough lays, crazy mid-range jumpers, every single 3 that Dub hit, just extreme confidence. I can't say enough good about what Jalen Williams did in this game. And really ever since the Nuggets series ended, Jalen Williams has been ridiculous. He's been nonstop, pivotal, integral, doing everything the Thunder need to inch closer to this championship. He's been so good that there are now people who I'm sure one time were saying, oh, Dub isn't that good, like the Thunder can't win with him as a second option, to now saying that he should be finals MVP. I still think it's Shai. I mean, he's having a historic finals himself. But the fact that Dub has put himself even into those conversations is a testament to how good he has been. And I told people this was going to happen. I tweeted out before the playoffs, he was going to step up and help the Thunder win a championship. They're 1 win away now. And people clown me on that tweet saying that Dub wasn't capable of that. He is absolutely capable, and he got them to this point with the best game in Thunder playoff history. I feel pretty comfortable in saying that. Like, Russ and Katie each shot 40 in the finals before, but to do this one and to get the Thunder 1 win away in a Game 5 like this, I've never seen anything like it as a Thunder fan. So yeah, it was crazy. It legitimately felt like he physically could not miss. And of course, playing amazing defense as well, like he always does. Jalen Williams is not only one of the best young players in the league, he's one of the best players in the league, period. He's one of the best two-way players. J-Dub, deservingly All-Star, deservingly All-NBA, and deservingly now 1 win away as a second option from an NBA championship. And I hope any of you out there that were doubting him, that were doubting his ability to be a second option in this type of environment, that were hating on him throughout the season, because people are going to comment below, oh, you're making this up, man. He never really got that much hate. He did. Acting like I'm not going to see it, like I'm not the guy who sees most of this Thunder hate. So much credit to Jalen Williams. And again, Shai, 9 of 21 shooting. A lot of those misses felt like they came later in the game when it was kind of already wrapped up. But offensively, he was so huge in keeping the rhythm, helping the Thunder build out that lead. His playmaking was awesome. The team as a whole shot so much better from 3. I mean, it's crazy. They only made 14 threes. It felt like a lot more with how big so many of those shots were. But I guess it's a big change when the Thunder hit 3 threes last game. The Thunder had more threes in the first quarter quarter tonight than they had in all of game 4. And it just felt like the offense was so much more fluid. It was clicking a lot more. We were getting a lot better looks. I mean, the double big lineup started this game, and I was like a little bit hesitant because it didn't play well last game. And there have been a lot of slow starts the Thunder have had with the double big involved. But it worked because there was a lot of great screening from Hartenstein, a lot of great movement from Chet Holmgren. Those two really got going a little bit early on, and it felt like the spacing was good. It just felt like Mark really had everybody in the right spots, cooked up the ability to generate a lot more open looks. It felt like Shai was getting a lot more of a runway going downhill. I also think getting J-Dub involved in the offense a lot more was super huge. We saw that at the end of game 4 where there were a lot of these J-Dub to Shai screens, like they were playing a two-man game, whether it was Shai or Dub as the screener, and the Thunder employed some more of that. Like, just a lot more wrinkles offensively, and it led to the Thunder having, I think, their best offensive game. I can't remember how much we scored in game 2, but I mean, they still shot 42.6%. It felt a lot better than that. And maybe that's just because we had 3 threes last game. That's probably part of it. But I mean, also defensively, we talk about this all-time defense. That's what won the Thunder last game. It was here again. I mean, for the first, few minutes, the Pacers were kind of just hitting everything, and the teams were just trading buckets left and right. But after those first few minutes, really for the rest of the first half until the TJ McConnell explosion of the third quarter, which I'll never forget, the Thunder defense was just not letting the Pacers at all into the paint. They could not get within the arc, and that combined with the Thunder hitting some timely threes, did have still a few of those uncharacteristic turnovers. Like, I had a turnover on an inbounds pass that didn't result in a bucket. Thankfully, there was one turnover where I can't remember who it was. I think it might have been Caruso or Wiggins threw the ball over Chet a little bit too far, and then Siakam got a run out dunk. Like, there were still those uncharacteristic moments, but I felt like for the most part, this was Thunder basketball. This is the team that needed to show up here tonight, that was ready to take the Pacers' best punch if it came, and it came somewhat, but it doesn't look like it in the box score. And I think a lot of that was just because of this Thunder defense that refused to give really anything up. It was forcing turnovers. It was stonewalling Haliburton, who ended up not making a field goal. He was 0 of 6, 0 of 4 from 3, 3 turnovers for 4 points. By far the worst game he's played here in the playoffs. And he did go back into the locker room for, I think it was a calf injury or a leg thing. He's been dealing with a little bit of a leg thing, so that probably factored into it. But just in general, Thunder making him extremely uncomfortable, second guessing everything. Siakam was the best player for the Pacers tonight. 28 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 steals, 2 blocks. Siakam was unbelievable. He tried to will the Pacers to this win. Got only 8 free throws. It felt like a million. I swore every time he drove and was using his physicality, he got to the line, which the Pacers definitely needed. Nesmith was 4 or 5 from 3 for 14 points. Like, some guys stepped up. I keep talking about TJ McConnell, but I just can't believe some of the middies he was hitting. He had an and one. Like, he single-handedly brought the Pacers back into this game, finished with 18 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, and 2 steals. A lot of guys stepped up. Obi Toppin had 12. It was just kind of a rough game for Tyrese Haliburton, and I think some of that was Tyrese, but I think a lot more of it should just go as credit to the Thunder defense with Lou Dort, Alex Caruso, Chet Holmgren, Isaiah Hartenstein, all those guys holding up on switches, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. They played phenomenally on Haliburton for 48 minutes. A lot of the talk is going to be that Haliburton struggled and this and that he choked, but I think a lot more of it is just the Thunder defense. It's been the story of the season for OKC. It's really been the story of the NBA this season, is this Thunder historic defense, and that's what's gotten them within 1 win of an NBA title. Rougher game 2 from Benedict Mathurin, 2 of 11 shooting. And then back on the Thunder side, I gotta show love to Lou Dort. I mean, the torture chamber, he was the biggest reason why Haliburton struggled. 3 of 6 from 3 as well. 1 3 from Chet Holmgren, who had a bad offensive night overall, 4-15, but defensively, it's one of the more complete defensive games I feel like I've ever seen Chet play. He was blocking or altering basically any shot that came within 12 feet, 20 feet, it even felt like, of the rim sometimes. Caruso, not his best scoring game, but again, lockdown defensively, 4 steals in this one. Casey Wallace came up so huge. He started the first 3 games of this series and just really couldn't get a rhythm going with the starters, but ends up with 3 threes in this one, 11 points, 4 steals, including a huge one after Dub hit that aforementioned 3 that pushed it back to 5 after the Pacers cut it to 2. Casey Wallace got a run out dunk off a steal, and that was a huge momentum shifter as well. Everybody really stepped up. The Thunder depth is kind of the story of this team as well. Like, so many guys were able to come in and make an impact. They were able to get Shai a good bit of rest, kept up that subbing pattern of having Shai come in and out during the first and fourth quarters to make sure he was good for the fourth. But in the end, the Thunder didn't need him that much down the stretch because Dub took over and they were able to come away with this one pretty comfortably. And now 1 win away from an NBA title. I mean, I was crying in the stands. There's a video out there if you want to see it on Twitter. Emotional, man. I mean, it means a lot. Like, y'all watch this channel. Y'all hear me talk about OKC. All those people that comment anytime I make a Thunder video that, oh, all you're doing is glazing them. Like, y'all know how much this thing means to me. Also now 13 straight wins for me in person watching the Oklahoma City Thunder, which is just crazy that that's the way that it's gone. They haven't lost with me in the building since 2023, and now I'm kind of considering going to Game 6 in Indiana. I'm not really sure yet. I got to feel it out. I have a flight out of here at like 6 a.m. I got to be up in less than 5 hours probably at this point, but I'm gonna get this video out to y'all, and I don't know. I'm probably not gonna be able to sleep anyways. But yeah, those are some of my thoughts. Again, shout out to J-Dub, man. All the criticism, all the hate that he got, all of the slander all throughout the season, throughout some points in this playoff run where he's had some big ups and downs. There have been growing pains for him, but it's reached a point where at this moment, in the biggest moment of his career, in the biggest moment of the existence of the Oklahoma City Thunder, J-Dub is playing the best basketball he ever has and just had, I would say, probably the best game any Thunder player's ever had considering the circumstances. So yeah, that's where I'm at right now. I appreciate you all watching. Leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos. Let me know your predictions for Game 6. Do you think the Pacers can come back and win, force a Game 7 in Oklahoma City? Do you think the Thunder are closing out in Game 6? If you think the Pacers get it done, who do you have in Game 7? All that stuff. What were some of your biggest takeaways from this game? But yeah, for the moment, I appreciate you watching. I'll see y'all later. Real one, say back.